Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, back with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be mostly clay barring the car, but I do have a front mount intercooler coming. So I will be mounting that up because like I said before, some of y'all that don't know how these Skylines are, the intercooler is mounted over here and it's a small intercooler. See, it's a small, very, very small intercooler. We don't want that, do we? No, we do not want that at all. Gonna put a nice front mount, give the Skyline a little bit of a brace face. Also, I'm planning on making this car have the I also talked to a bunch of RB25, RB26 guys, and they talked about how they had these Skylines for years, about 8, 9, 10 years. Blocking off the blowoff valve does not kill the turbo at all. And they also call that dose or something like that, whatever. But hey, it is what it is. So I'm gonna give it a try. But in the meantime, I'm also going to throw on the rear coilovers that came with the car. The front's already on, just gotta adjust it. So I just wanna get like, maybe like a finger and a half gap, and I think that would look really fucking good. With that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so for some of y'all that's probably asking right now why I have a smaller unit, because for one, I don't really need that 22 by 25. Plus, I like to save money. I've become Jewish since I've been trying to get a Skyline. I became full-on Jewish. Came back down here the next day and I'm like, you know what? Let me actually go in the office and actually talk to somebody about possibly another unit that's smaller, because I don't need that big of a space. Told me they did have a 10 by 25 and it's over on this side in the corner. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'll go check it out, and boom. We finally settled in doing a clay bar cleaning on this car. It definitely needs it. The paint is pretty rough. Let me show you right now so you guys can hear. It's pretty rough, but right here, nice and smooth, quiet. And because I did this area already, well, I did this area, I didn't do all of it, but yeah, you hear how rough it is. And then yeah, so what I got is this grilled synthetic clay bar. It works really freaking good, really freaking good. I gotta get more of the ceramic speed shine. This is what I use. This is what kind of like came with it in the pack when I did buy this about a month ago. First things first, spray the area, one little mist. That's it, that's all you really need. And then watch, you're gonna see how dirty this is. Hear that? And you can literally see how dirty, well, I don't know if the camera picking it up, but you can definitely hear it. All right, let me put the camera closer so you guys can see. You guys can definitely see how dirty this is. Now just clean it off. Nice and quiet. You don't hear no roughness at all. So I'm gonna do the rest of the car and then we just move on from there. Alright, so I pretty much lied. I went to AutoZone, I ended up getting more of the ceramic speed shine, and I started clay barring the rest of the car. And I told myself I was gonna leave and just finish the rest of this tomorrow. But I ended up compounding and polishing the car. I don't know if you guys can see a difference, but I definitely see the difference. Look at that reflection. Look at that reflection in the bonnet. Look at this. Hey, look at that, bro. That reflection is crazy. That clarity though. So I still have to do the rest of the car, which I'm going to do tomorrow. I was going to do the coilovers. Come to realize I don't have spanner wrenches. So I'm gonna hit up Kev, see if he might have an extra spare that I can use so I can adjust the fronts. And then I guess tomorrow, since it's the weekend, I'm off. I still have not been off my feet since I got out of work. I've been at work since 4:15 this morning. It is currently 9:25 right now. One other thing I also might just get the carbon fiber one, because it kind of had like this dope looking fin to it, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of liking this silver and black, or gray and black, whatever color this is. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, peace. Alright guys, it's the next day, back at the Skyline. The Blowoff came in way sooner than I expected. So I'm gonna throw that on right here. Gonna throw this on. They also say the flutter would be louder if I also had like the actual intercooler piping kit, like the aluminum installed, because most of this turbo stuff from factory is mostly like rubber. There might be some flutter, but not a lot. Let me get the bonnet popped open, get the box open, check it out, get it installed, turn her on, let her warm up, and then let's just see if this works. If I have any issues, I'll correct it, and if we don't, we're good. All right, so this is all from pretty much outside our garage. They ship pretty quick because they're pretty much in New York. Ordered it like 2 days ago and pretty much came in like the following day or so. Very, very fast shipping. So I think I found my new company to order things from. So this is the Blowoff block-off kit. Ooh, and it got a rubber gasket. Should be a simple install. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is the blow-off valve right here. Literally right here on top of the piping. Damn, my glove ripped already, bro. Damn, this shit ripped already. I lost the new parts, y'all. I do not remember where I put the parts at. What the hell? All right, here's the block off right here. This will go here. All right, good. I feel like I'm missing something here. Because for one, I have this open vacuum line right here. I'm not sure what's supposed to go here. Get right back with you. So one of the holes is pretty much free, but I just ended up blocking it with a bolt so it don't like idle surge or like have like a vacuum leak. So I'm gonna go turn it on and let her warm up and see what happens. All right, she's warmed up now. Let's see if there's any flutter. All right, I'm about to take a ride to Glen shop, get some spinner wrenches so I can finally adjust these coilovers and also put the rear ones on today. All right, so just got back from Glen's shop. He gave me he gave me 2 sets of spinner wrenches, so hopefully these fit. Damn, these things are, god damn, way bigger than the Hondas, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. But even though I don't got that much time right now, so for the time being, I gotta start taking the back seats apart, because in order to get to the bolts on top in the rear, you gotta take the whole rear interior out. Well, mostly just the seats, not even the plastic, just the seats. And then also on the driver's side, there's like a module back there. From what I've seen up here on YouTube with other people that have been doing these videos, a lot of them are not detailed. Hopefully I can get this done today because there's so much that I have to do today. So let me just cut to where everything is out, car is on jack stands, and then swapping out the strut for the coilovers. So far, I was able to get the bottom bolt on both sides free, broken loose. It's a 17mm bolt. And then come to the inside, the 12mm bolt there on both sides, and then you just gotta fight to get the bottom seat out, which I end up using a pry bar. And then the top seat pretty much just falls right out pretty much. Right here now is the tricky part. As you can see right here, sorry, it's kind of tight so I can't really use both hands, but right here, as you guys can see, is a 10 mil right there. You gotta use a 10mm ratchet wrench to break that free. And then the actual bolt for the strut is all the way back there. I see why there's no detailed videos on doing this. This shit is a bitch, bro. Just the 2 top 12mm bolts is a fucking pain in the ass. Look at my hands, bro. Look at my hands. I'm using actual mechanic gloves, but the mechanic gloves are a little too thick, and it's kind of difficult to get a grip on where the bolt is and also use the fucking ratchet. Damn, bro, look at that. Like, look at my hand. I see why there's no detailed videos on this shit. It's a pain in the ass. I will never do this shit again. That's a guaranteed fact. So this bushing right here slides onto the bushing that's on the control arm, and this sits outside. The 17 with the washer. The 2 replacement bolts are 13s. All right, I will never do this again, like ever. Especially the rear coilovers on these cars. Never again. Never fucking again. Plus, without having the correct spinner wrenches, took forever, bro. It's pretty much 5 o'clock right now. I started this at like 1 o'clock. But I finally got it to where I want it. This is the rear, it's even on both sides. In the front, Perfect, finger and a half like I want it. That'll be it for today. Let me start cleaning up, take this car for a drive. Also, I need to shower. Probably just drive it back to the apartment, chill there, shower, bring it back, and then that's that. All right, so back at the unit. You see I had to shave the beard off. I had to shave the beard off because at work I was cutting wood and a piece of the wood had like flew up and like hit me right in the face somewhere right here. Whole time I was bleeding, I didn't know it. So I was wondering why they was so irritated right here, like really freaking bad, like very freaking bad. So pretty much had to take my whole beard all the way back down and start all over. But besides that, right now I'm swapping out these ugly halogen bulbs for the Zito LED bulbs. Pretty much the same brand I had in the hatch. It's pretty bright. Also have the H3s for the fog lights. So pretty much the low beam and high beam, they're both H1s. The fog light is H3s, as you guys can see. H3 for the fogs, and then the H1 for the low beam. I know this isn't anything too wild for you guys, like, oh, he's swapping out with headlight bulbs. Let's watch. I just figure I just put this into the video also as well. It'll pretty much be my entry level Skyline R33 gtst starter kit video. So I also did end up buying. So I do have the paint, the primer, the 2K clear for the calipers, because I'm gonna do the calipers yellow. Also do the valve cover yellow also, and get like a spark plug cover, like a black one or a carbon fiber one. I think that'll be pretty dope. I also don't know what's taking so long for this damn front mount intercooler to get here, because I also have ordered the stencil, but it's taking forever to get here, bro. All right, so I got the whole fog light housing out. All it is just two 10 mil bolts. That's all it is. And you just push this little tab down right here and folds right out. You kind of have no choice but to do this because from the underside, you can't really see what the hell you're doing. So, all right, here's a little H3 bulb right here. There's like a little tab right here on the top end. You just lift that up a little bit and then pull it, and then it comes right out. A little bit of a bitch to get that damn clamp back in. And that's locked in place. Now just go connect this and see if it works. All right, so all lights are done. Let's see how they all look together. Low beams, fogs. Yeah, that's so much better. Much better. I'm gonna take the wheels off next. I'm gonna prep the calipers off camera, and then when it's time to pretty much paint them, then I'll get the camera rolling again. Hopefully the front mount intercooler will be here. If not, then I just end the video after doing the calipers yellow. We just move on to the next video within the next couple of months or whatever, because it's the holidays and I don't wanna lose myself into doing all this car stuff again like I did with the Civic and the Integra. See what happened in a couple of days. I'll see you guys in a bit. There y'all, so look what finally showed up. It's finally here. Finished up the calipers also as well. The rear, I still have to sand down the Nissan lettering. So now, about to open up the Greddy front mount intercooler kit. Let's go through that. Start prepping the Skyline, jack it up, get the front bumper taken off. See how much I can get done tonight. It got to the apartment like around 6, and I gotta be to work at like 4 in the morning, so. But at least I'll start it for now. Come back maybe tomorrow, finish it up. Official boy thinks it's Greddy. Hell yeah. Instructions are right here, all in Japanese. I actually have pictures and everything. Yeah, everything is in Japanese. But, I bet none of y'all knew about this though, right? Let me show y'all. Detect language on Google Lens. Watch this. Installation instructions. That's crazy, right? That is crazy. It literally translates everything for you. One more look, see, look. See right here? Put the Google Lens on top of it. Look at that. Completely changes to English. Only hard part about this whole ordeal was getting the front bumper off. The front bumper was a pain in the half. Nissan did not make that easy at all. There's this little clamp right here. You gotta somehow get to this with like a flathead, pry it up, and then the bumper release. This side was a pain because for some other reason, I think this side's a little bit more inward, so you can't really get to it. So that was a bit of a challenge. I really was not trying to break my headlight at all. And then the grill, you see the grill is still on. This thing is weird. It's really weird. You guys can clearly see. You see how this has this little slit in it, right? So with this, you know how like with grills with the tabs, usually you just like, you know, push the tab in and then you be able to pull the grill out. No, this, you have to get like a flathead and rotate this to where it's perfectly squared into the hole to be able to get one portion of the grill out. You gotta do it for all three. My question is, yeah, what the fuck? This is gonna be it for tonight. It was actually kind of simple, a little straightforward. It was just a pain to get the old piping and stuff off, and the small ass factory side mount intercooler was a pain to get off. Here's the side mount intercooler right here, the factory intercooler. You guys can see how small this is compared to an actual intercooler. Look at the size difference. You guys can hear I'm a little bit out of breath. It's pretty late now. I'm gonna regret this, being here this late, knowing I gotta be to work at 4 in the freaking morning. This is why niggas need to start reading the damn instructions. So pretty much I leave the stock piping pretty much on this side there, and then this goes up into here, comes around to the intercooler. Next time I come back, I have to grind this area down right here, trim down the exoskeleton a bit on the fan. I'll use my Dremel for that. And then I have to bring my drill with an 80mm hole saw and cut in between here in this area. So the piping from right here could come down and come through and swoop around to the intercooler right here. But yep, with that being said, I'll come back Saturday, finish this up. Hopefully we have no boost leaks and everything works out perfectly fine. Well, for you guys, it's a couple seconds, like I said before, with video magic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, bro. Wow, my socket cracked. That's a first. Alright, yeah, so I finally got the Greddy front mount intercooler kit on. One thing that a lot of people didn't show in their videos, didn't even mention, is these brackets that it comes with. There's one up here, then there's 2 on the bottom. Also, the vacuum line from over here, and then it comes with a T-fitting, so you gotta snip the one line that goes from this right here to the manifold. You pretty much put the T in it, and that's pretty much it. All I gotta do now, I have to trim the crash bar on the bottom side, so when I slide it on, it could like have clearance to pretty much sit all the way back.
20 minutes later.
It just really got me mad, bro. It really just got me mad. As soon as I went to go finish cutting the crash bar and the front bumper so I could finally put the bumper and everything back on, the power went out. I just took it off of jack stands. I got the crash bar in the trunk. I got the front bumper in the car. So I'm gonna just bring it back to the apartment and just cut everything what I need to cut there. Hopefully I don't cut too much or cut too little, and then bring it back here and throw it on the car, and hopefully it's all set in one go. So right now I'm gonna turn her on, let her run, drive it around a lot, see if I feel any type of bit of difference. Hopefully I notice a difference. Finally just about warmed up. This car took a long time to warm up. Just gonna take a drive up towards, probably up toward the gas station, which is pretty much up the street, and then bring it back and then head to the apartment, freeze my ass off, cut the crash bar, and trim the front bumper. So let's go for a quick little cruise. Oh yeah, there's a huge difference. Definitely a huge difference. Compared to the that side mount small ass intercooler, the boost definitely hits a bit harder. Feel some good old 93. It definitely feels a lot better. Feels so much better now. Like I definitely feel the boost more. And I cannot wait to get the bumper put back on, do the stencil, and then that's it. Yeah, it's so much harder now. Oh my God. So much harder. There's a little bit of boost lag though, but when it come on, this thing hits. Yeah, so I hope I cut off enough. Because right now the office is closed and there's no way I can get in touch with anyone to reset the power breaker here. So I really hope that I cut off enough on this crash bar and on the back side of the bumper. Let's see. I cut off enough. Yes, perfect. Yes, perfect. And so apparently I still have to trim in here, like right in there, like a good amount, like a really good amount. I have to trim on both sides. God damn it. I'm gonna go back to the apartment one more time and trim a little bit more on the front bumper, throw it on the car, and hopefully that's it. This is taking way too long. It just sucks. Was at the last step and then the power goes out. My goal for 2026 with the Skyline is to make it the 7th day. For those of you that don't know what 7th day is pretty much every JDM car meets up in New York, ride through Times Square, meet a bunch of cool people in the car community. I'm not sure if it's an invite only thing, but I'll try to see if I could make it to one eventually, hopefully this year. Bro, you would be surprised on how much of this bumper I had to trim. Hopefully this is it. Hopefully. I gotta trim more now. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Bro, I done trimmed off so much of this front bumper and it's still more I have to do because it's hitting here to not allow this end to go up. Clearly you guys can tell I'm fed up at this point because for one, there's no power here, so I'm literally putting the bumper on, taking it off, going all the way back to the apartment, trim more, come all the way back. And with me being frustrated, I rushed and ended up doing the stencil also, but I didn't realize the stencil had like shifted a little bit more over to the driver's side when I was trying to center it, so it's kind of like off centered, so I gotta do that over also as well.
One eternity later.
Many hours later, power is finally back on. Finally was able to finish doing this freaking intercooler install. Gap is finally going on this side. Everything is all set. Only thing I still have to do over is the stencil on the actual intercooler. But what also finally came in today also as well, finally got decal stickers finally. So if you guys want a decal, let me know. These are like 4x4. I should have did a 3x3. Maybe I'll order like another set, but a little smaller. But yeah, you guys let me know. Like probably like $3 for a sticker or whatever. If you want to support me, support the channel, and let's see what I can do with the Skyline over the next, say, 5-6 months for the next season. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, I believe this video deserves a like. I believe it deserved to be subscribed to. I believe it deserved to be shared with. Sorry I didn't get full detail of doing all the cutting on the bumper. That was the hardest part. Well, with no power, so going back and forth from here to all the way up there, the job was pretty much a 10 out of 10. It was difficult as shit to do because of no power here. But if there was power here, I would say the job probably would have been like maybe just a 4 out of 10, because it was pretty simple. It's just the matter of no power going on over here at the time. So I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, share the video, engage with each other, engage with me. Hopefully you guys have a very, very beautiful Christmas. Spend time with your family. Also, Happy New Year's. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm also a little sick now because I've been doing this, going back and forth for a while. Damn, this clip going on for 7 minutes. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, peace.